Hello guys, it's Trader Prosper here again. So like I promised you guys, I'll be dropping weekly analysis of all the trades I took within the week, right? So it's the weekend. So like I promised, I'm here to do a weekly review of the trades I took, right? So I managed to catch four trades. Yeah, four trades. There was a trade that I caught here, like while I was back testing, I didn't actually catch it when like during the live trade. I just caught it when I just saw it when I was back texting, and the reason I didn't even see it was because like I was already done for the week and it was news. So that was why I didn't catch this trade. So there was a trade setup here. We also look into it. So I managed to catch four setups, I guess. Four on different pairs. So I will show you guys the setups. Uh this was S&P 500, SPS, sorry, 500. But I didn't take this trade because I wasn't confident enough about it. Like I was scared to take it, right? And this is USD CHF, okay? So this was another trade that I spotted, but I didn't execute it. I was just watching it play out, right? Due to I was also scared. So this is okay. I didn't, yeah. Uh, there was a trade here. I saw the trade, but I was also scared to take it. Why? Because market was bullish, but then, yeah, this was a breaker block trade, and I was probably targeting some like this. Yes, this was my target, I guess. But I didn't take the trade because I was scared, right? Okay, to take it. So this ones was the ones I was able to catch last week. This red line here is the indicating new moon. So I told you guys I wouldn't be trading during December. So this was the trade I caught in December, right? Prior to January. So this was another trade. Yeah, so these two was the ones I was able to execute on that live account, and my other prop firm that is drawdown. So I didn't execute any trade in my prop account. The prop account that I told you guys that I bought, I didn't execute any trade on it because the trades, I don't know, I was just scared. But then next week, I'm going to do better. So this one was the trade I caught during that December period. One loss here, and then this was the first trade. I think I spotted another one here, and yeah, and then this was the two I was able to execute. So I'll show you guys later the execution on the two accounts. All right. Okay, so this was the trades I was able to catch. So this is the pairs I'm trading: NAS 100, S5 500, USD CHF, GBP JPY, and USD JPY. So these are the five trades pairs I'll be trading throughout the year, right? So these are the pairs I'll be trading. Now let's get to how I spotted those trades and how I went about the trade. So this let's start with USD JPY. So it is let me not say it is simple, but um like my plan, we always go. I will look what I look out for in the market is just break and retest. Then I will follow the continuation. Let me show you guys here so that so I understand. So this is an uptrend. You have a break. So I wait for the retest to continue the trend, right? Then I also wait when market break structure. I look out for correction to trade into this leg, right? I use my fib, like you can see here. I use my fib and wait for markets to tap either 50% or 60% or anywhere, but anywhere below 50%. Once I get the tap, I now look out for continuation again to continue the ride. So this is basically what I trade, both for the uptrend and the downtrend side of things. So that's it. So that's what I also did here. If you look closely, so I just went to the daily time frame. As you can see, market is bullish, right? Market is bullish. So this was okay. So let me do it with a new fresh chart. So that I just created this list and uploaded this guy. So this is what we'll be using for the analysis, right? So USDJPY. This is a new clean chart, right? So now we are in an uptrend. It's obvious now we are not in an uptrend, right? So we are looking at the most recent stuff in the market. So we had our break here, break of structure. We had a break of structure there. So after a break of structure, what do? I just use my fib from the low to the high, then wait for a tap. As you can see, market just tapped 50, sorry, 60%, 61%, sorry, 61.61, sorry, 0.618% of the fib, right? So anything below this 50%, I'm now ready to start buying or selling whatever leg the market presents to us. So market broke structure. Now, when markets broke this structure, the next thing I'll be wanting to see is like if markets to pull back, and I'll be looking out for sales when markets broke this structure. But I don't think there was any sales here. So these are the two phases in the market, like I always put it. These are the two phases. So I basically focus more on the continuation other than the reversal, right? So now market has broken structure, and as you can see, market tapped this our 50% and broke another structure on the 4 hour. So it is showing sign of bullishness, right? Now what do? I went to the 1 hour to look for my entry criteria, and as you can see, where is that first trade? Yeah, as you can see, market already had a sweep here, right? Market already had a sweep here, and it has liquidity here. It has liquidity here, right? So these are the two major things I look out for. That sweep and liquidity with a break of structure. So now I've gotten the two things I'm looking out for. So I look out for my other block. So I think this was the other block I picked. No, 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 no. Sorry, on the 4 hour. So when it comes to other block, selection of other block, I don't do a particular time frame for other block. I do multiple time frames for other block. So this was the other block I saw in the 4 hour time frame. So I might take another block from the 1 hour, from the 4 hour, from 45 minutes, any other block that I deem fit, right? That I think I like, that I'm comfortable with. That's the other block I'm going to take. So I think this is the other block I took. For this was the first trade I took during that December period before I get into those other ones. So market just came and give us that tap, right? Just give us that tap. Give us that tap. And yeah, this was that first trade, and this was how I got it. So the overall target for me, since the overall market structure like the overall trend is bullish, so I was looking at TPing here, right? So I TP'd there. That was the first trade. I'm thinking that, yeah, that was the first trade. Now, since market has is now bullish and broke another structure to the upside, right? Broke another structure to the upside. There was a trade that I spotted here, but it was on the 5 minutes, right? So I wouldn't want to go into that because it will be taking much of our time. But it's the same process since the market is in an uptrend. Like since this leg is already bullish, since market is already bullish here, moving to the upside, right? So you have every right to go to the 5 minutes. So this trade was spotted on the 5 minutes time frame. You have a sweep, and this was the liquidity here, and that was the entry. Let me just show you real quick, and that other block there, right? So if you go to the 5 minutes, it's more clear on the 5 minutes. Well, so yes, that was it on the 5 minutes. That was the trade on the five. You can see there was a sweep there, right? And that was our liquidity. So this is just my entry criteria. If I see this, I just enter. So I didn't take this trade, but it was a crazy trade, man. You protect the low anyhow you want to do it. So you target this is the first target if you have to take the trade. Right, this is the first target. This guy here. Uh, I think this was not the first entry. I think somewhere here was the first entry, but this, yeah. But you get the whole idea, right? So you target this one could have been the main target. So this trade would have been a break-even trade because I will just break even and hold for market to take out that high. But then it just came back, right? Trying to mitigate something. So we just follow what the market is doing. So now market has broken this structure. Let's go back to this. Market has broken this structure. So I just the same system. You just mark out the low to the high of that break of structure. So what do you have? Market has tapped. Let me delete this bigger guy so I will see this one clearly. Let me pull it out. So market has tapped 50% and below, right? So 0.5, like if you change the this thing, if you put it in percentage, with percent, that's why I used to say 50%. So this 0.5%, this 0.5 it has tapped it and below. So we start looking for buys since we are in an uptrend, and immediately we cut our buy. Market broke structure here. Market broke structure there with a week. So we already have our everything that we need in place. You have your sweep here for people that are still starting. This is your sweep. This is the liquidity up here, right? That's the liquidity there. So I just pick this other block here. That's pin bar. I love pin bars a lot. Pin bars are very, very accurate when it comes to entry model. Pin bars are very, very accurate. I think there was another trade there in the 5 minutes, but I didn't look at that. So the overall target, sorry, was this guy and this guy and this guy, right? So this is the two overall targets that you are looking at. So every TP, like anything we are getting, we are taking it to this place, right? So this was the first setup. Market broke under structure again. After that, this is taking time. Market broke under structure and we had a sweep inside here, and we had our liquidity, right? We had our liquidity. So entry has presented itself. So I just took this guy like this and protected this low. Yeah, I think that low. So protected and the same targets all the way up, right? All the way up. So that was the target. So this was the two trades I caught here. Right? This was the all the trade I caught here. And this was how I just caught these guys. And market did not present any other opportunity for us here. Just moved straight to TP, right? So let me show you guys on my Meta 5, sorry, these executions. So yeah. So this is the trade here. I risked $5 and made $40. And this I just withdrew it, right? Then on my good funded account, I also executed the first one, and that's it. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, so this was the other one. I also risked $5 and made $51. Yeah. So that was the two trades. These were the only two trades I was able to execute, and this was the guys here. Now, sorry, let me go back to landscape so that you will be seeing things better. So now, the next trade I caught was in USD right? So USD So this one is a tricky one. Like this is a kind of a reversal trade. USD Okay, let me show you guys here. So we now go to the other side. So USD. Yeah, so see the trade here. So let's go back to that clean chart so we can analyze it and you see how everything works. So now this is, let's go to the daily time frame. So we come to the daily. The daily to me is bearish, right? We have a break of structure here to the downside, have another break of structure internal break of structure. Yeah, this one is an internal break of structure. Okay, to the downside. So now I told you guys that if I get a major break of structure, so to me this is a major break of structure because this is a swing leg, right? This is a swing leg, right? So this is a major break of structure. So I either look for reversal or wait for continuation. So two things involved. So if market give me that reversal signal, I will just follow it up. Now market broke structure here, right? As market did this, broke this major break of structure. So market is now reversing back to the premium zone here to start selling off again, right? So what I did is I waited for a break of structure of this current high, and I got this one here. But then this would have been the first trade here, a reversal trade. Remember, it's risky, but then we just do what the market shows us, right? So this guy just gave us that break of structure and liquidity here. So this could have been the liquidity, right? But it didn't come. But then, so market has already done what it wants to do. Like there is this setup, but I don't trade it, so I won't get into it. So I just call this one a missed trade. Now market is now bullish, right? It is obvious that it is bullish. So it has broken another structure here. Broken another structure here. Remember, I'm not just trading this thing blindly. Oh. There is a major there is a swing leg here. There is a swing leg here, and is kind of a strong high, right? It has liquidity. So this guy now is kind of a bridge for this reversal. So I was looking at this high, like when market swept this liquidity here. I told you guys that is liquidity here. So when market swept that liquidity there, I was also looking for sales, right? I was positioned for sales, but there was no sell opportunity that presented itself. Okay, there was no sell opportunity that presented itself. It was just bullish all the way. So now market has tested this something here, this other block here, right? And has is now bullish. Like as you can see, it's just bullish, breaking the low, breaking the highs. So what I did was I was just waiting patiently. So when market took out this high again with a wick, so I was like, okay, market does not have any intention of selling again. So it is like all the way up, all the way up. So I'm just seeing this place now as a target. This high now as a target. So this high now I'm seeing it as a target. I'm no more interested in any sales. So I want to buy. So that was how I got this trade. So if you go to the 30 minutes, you are going to see this thing very well. So this broker has a sweep there, and he has a liquidity, right? And that liquidity broke structure. So that's why I considered it. So this was the trade, like this, that other block there, right? I think, yeah, that was the other block I took, and this was it. I just protected this low like this, and my target was just this high. Yeah, that was high. Sorry, that was not my target. Sorry. The way I target, I don't. So I target the next high after the major high that I'm looking at. So this is the next high after this major high. So this was my target. Sorry. Yeah, because that was the 5 hour trade I was now looking at. So that was my target, and you can see market just smashed it, right? Very simple. So this was the third trade, right? Now the coming to NAS 500. So I caught a trade here. I also spotted a trade here. So the same process, like the same process. You can see the market is bullish. Let me delete all of this. So as you can see, the market is also bullish, right? So bullish all the way. Look at this high. So on this 4 hour time frame, like there was a setup that presented itself here, but I was like I wanted the confirmation to take it. There was a setup that presented itself there. Let me show you so you can see clearly. There was a sweep of liquidity, making that guy a strong low, and this was liquidity here, but that liquidity is very, very far. Like That was why I wasn't that interested in taking this guy directly, right? So what I did was, okay, since I just want to see if market will just turn bullish and then we start rocking it. So I guess when market broke this guy, yeah. So market already took out this guy. So I think the trade was already ready. So I went to 5 minutes. Market was already bullish. 5 minutes, yes. So as you can see, market took out that high, and it has already given us exactly what happened in US USD CHF. So you can see the sweep of liquidity here, and you can also see the liquidity. So I just took, was it this other block? Yes, that other block. Like, I don't know if I will drop a video about other blocks so that you guys can see how I take my other blocks. So I protected that low. That was all. Protected that low and then target the overall high. And market just, so I did not take this trade as well. So this was the two trades I caught. So there was another, like this same thing happened here in NAS 100. Let me go back to the higher time frame so I can see. Market was already bullish, right? The same setup. Like the guy is kind of twin. That's why I'm putting the two of them. So you see that other block that. But this one happened after the news. So my USD JPY setup have already hit TP. So I was no more interested in the market. So market took out this high, right? Took out that high. And if you go to the 5 minutes, you will see everything more clearly. And what do you have here? You have your sweep here. If you see very well, that was a sweep. You have your sweep and you have your liquidity here. So you just, sorry, no. So what do? You just look for the other block. Sorry. So see the other block there. It's very close to that liquidity and see what market just did. I see. So this was what the trade was. Yeah. So the same target. So this one has not seen the target yet. It's still playing around. So this was the second trade. Like this was another trade on NAS 100 that I didn't catch it, but this, when I was doing my back testing, I just saw it and I was like, okay, are you getting it? So this was all I did this week. So but the only problem I had was I was just scared of executing some of my trades because of 30. But then I'm just looking at doing better, right? I'm looking at doing better. So that's it, guys. This was the whole stuff I did this week. So I'll be looking out for other things next week. Like next week, any trade I take, I'll also drop another video for you guys. So that's all. See you guys in the next one.